Our fate is in that card right there. Going into a boss fight with an extra Frightened in Madness sucks. Okay, let's see. All right, here we go. All right, so we have all of our time here. We've got 2, 1, 2. We have some stamina tokens, so we can go ahead. And the question is 54 or 32, 54 or 32. I don't know. Let's maybe do 54 first. All right, before we explore, we're going to draw a couple of ability cards. Oh, some perception and strength here. These are equipped. And then our event card. And Poison Ivy, Jessie's arm and neck are covered in red rashes. She gets poison at the start of a turn. We're going to get negative health there. We do gain an Og Root, or wilty white carrot, as I like to affectionately call it. Some other stuff we already have one of those. We have, what is this, ice crystal thing, one of the rare resources, and some whiskey. So that event is taken care of. We want to try to heal Jessie if we can. And we're going to go ahead and explore here, spend 2 time, and go to 54. And 54 is a wandering encounter. I'm going to move this out of the way. All right, so it looks like we can do a couple things here. So quest cards. We got a couple of free quest cards. We do have a quest card behind a skill check of 7. Excuse me, a skill check of 7 Moxie, and we have Claire that has 3 Moxie and everyone else with 1. So can we hit that? I don't know. We do have a couple of adventure cards as well, and looks like our adventure card to get more Moxie is just 1 possibly. Ooh, and then we have a couple of craft skill checks, both for adventure cards, one in which isn't a guaranteed, but it is no fail. The fail is no reward, and the other, the fail, is -5 health. All right, well, it makes a lot of sense. Well, here, let's see. Also, that craft skill's pretty good there. I may want to put that on somebody, maybe Azarius, because he already has 1 craft skill to help with this skill check. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get rid of those 2 to do it. So I will commit. I think I'm going to go here because I want an adventure card no matter what. Now the question is, do I get Claire? And do I have any other Moxie here? I don't have any other Moxie I can upgrade off of these ability cards. So we're going to go ahead and put Claire there for sure. That's 3. That means we have to draw a fate of 5. I'm going to commit Miguel there also with her, just to give an extra symbol. So now the question is what to do with Ed. Ed isn't going to do any sort of skill check. I can remove the status effect on Jessie. I can get some rope. Rope is helpful. I can stay at the end, or I can get a quest card. We're going to go ahead and just take the quest card. All right, so strategically, I think the possibility of having to use one of my adventure cards to boost this, I don't think it honestly matters which one I resolve. I don't know if there is one I should resolve first. So we're going to go ahead and skill check here. So we have 2, 4 of 6. We're going to flip a fate. If we get the 1, we're going to have to use our adventure card to boost it, but we will pass it. We get 2, so that's good. We do not have to boost that. We do pass this skill check, and we get adventure card 59. That is good. That is good. Adventure cards are good. They're cool. They're fun. I'm hoping this is combat. It's not combat. It is mining tools. We can either gain a strength, which is helpful, or hey, 2 craft skill. That is a really good card. I will take that. Super happy about that. We're going to gain... Oh, you know what I forgot to do? We have to spend our stamina tokens for everyone. Everyone loses that stamina there. Quest card 70. Here, we'll take these back here just so we know we did it. And then Ed is coming back here. He gets us quest card 70. Let's see what it is. In the first episode, I didn't listen to any of the quest cards. We're gonna go ahead and do that this time. I didn't realize there was quest card readings in that Foreteller app, so let's hear it.
An old miner with an eye patch sifts through a bucket of rocks.
They say there's a spear that can kill the Hillthog, but it's split into 3 pieces. I met a traveler looking for one of the pieces. He had a cabin in the mountains north of Stormlock City.
Gain 1 torch and 1 rope. Place this card in completed quest. Okay, so we're going to want to go to the map and mark that because we are going to Stormlock City for another quest. We definitely want to take a look at it. I don't know if this is just trying to get us to the person or get us to a quest for some sort of awesome spear. I'd much prefer an awesome spear. I like weapons in games, you know. Hey, do me. Let's see. We get rope and torch. So that was actually quite fruitful here. This is completed. And here, before we move on. So Stormlock City's here. And it said you had a cabin in the mountains north of Stormlock City. So we're just writing spear up there. Hopefully we remember what spear means. We're going to be looking in the north there. That's Stormlock City. You can see name there. So we'll go check it out at some point. All right, our last skill check here. We have 3 for Moxie. We're hoping for 2 or better. 2 we can still pass. And we get 3. We do pass this skill check. That is sweet. I didn't want to take 7 damage. And we get a quest card, 71.
Flickering lanterns sparsely light a path over rough ground. Someone coughs up ahead. 2 arms extend out of a recent cave-in. You dig the miner out and carry her back to town. The miner's mother gives you a tearful hug and a wrapped gift.
We gain a blood flower. That is a rare resource. This is good. Very good for us. All right. We do now have a blood flower and that ice crystal. That is sweet and completed the quest. Hey, we came out of this town with some cool stuff. I like these wandering adventures. They're interesting. So far each one has been a little bit different, so I can definitely appreciate that. All right, so now the question is, we're down here. I think we probably need to camp. Yeah, I think we probably need to camp because we need some stamina back. So we're going to go ahead and do that. That costs us no time here. Everyone heals 2. Everyone gets all of their stamina back. And once again, I forgot to spend any adventure cards because we're going to get them back. Let's see here. So I will spend them knowing that I'm getting them back to camp. We're just going to rewind in the past a little bit. So that gives us 2 hearts here. We're going to turn that in for, a meat. Nothing else is really relevant. So we're taking back those adventure cards. And that is that. Okay, so now we're going to spend 2 more time here and we're going to check out 32. We're still looking for our first battle. I don't know if this will be it, but something I like quite a bit in my first playthrough.
The Mining Guild office is a cramped building. Its shelves lined with boxes of jagged minerals. The floor covered in slate chips and mining dust. The smell of old oil permeates every chair and hanging lantern. A man in a deep red coat sits at a desk covered in tools and papers and bits of junk.
Come to ask for jobs? Well, we're having issues with Zargrats. They're stealing all our tools and causing all sorts of problems. We just found their hidden village, and we're planning an operation to remove them from the canyon. It's a one-time job, and the pay is good.
Do you A, tell him you'll join the mercenaries? B, tell him you represent the Zargrats and have come to negotiate? Or C, bid him farewell?
Ooh, I always have difficulty just leaving these things because I just want to know what's going on. The question is if we find pillage later, which we don't have now. We have Art Twins, Order, Feather, and Letter. If we find pillage later, we can come back. So you know what? Maybe that's what we're going to do here. I don't know where. I don't want to join the mercenaries really. So I'm going to mark here the word pillage. Where are we at? 32. All right, so we have pillage marked there. We're just gonna, move on and use our last time to move a space over. Remember, we want to go to Stormlock City here. We're on our way. We are at the end of our turn. And at the end of our turn, I think this might be the first time. Here, we'll return to the map on this thing. This might be the first time I actually remember this. We got to get to also an airport soon. I don't know if there is one on this next page, but I sure hope so, because this does not get discarded. We have this kind of perpetual event here. The health arc sees your plane. You must take off before it attacks. I have to add threat, which actually I should be adding these blue things now that I think about it, but whatever. And then I have to draw fate. And if it's over 6, we take damage. And I drew that from the back. Sorry. All right. And it's a 2 plus 4 equals 6. Blaine takes damage. We also have another event here that's not negative. It's an incentive. If we can pass a skill check, which we now have, maybe we'll do that now that we have that extra card, or maybe not. Maybe once we think we need a rope, we don't have to mess with it. So I think we're down to 2 health here, if I'm reading this correctly, and we haven't even moved the plane yet. Oh, so that's not cool. All right, we reset to the top here. We draw a couple of cards. And we get strength and whatever this thing's called. Strength and savvy. Oh, that strength one's kind of cool. It's a counter attack. It deals damage if you get hit for 4, which is pretty decent size hit, but it does happen, especially if you pick up the wrong encounter. This one, spend 2 stamina. You pick up any 1 discarded adventure card. Not that great. Okay, and now another event. Zombies. Good old zombies stalk us at night. We don't want to fail this. We do want to go after it. We have Moxie. Can we equip anyone with Moxie at this point? Take this as an opportunity. Once again, no, we don't have any more Moxie to equip. So the question here is, what do I have? I've got 1 adventure card that gives us some more Moxie. That's it. That is it. So I have to pass an 8. I've got 3 here, and everyone else has 1. Do I really want to commit everyone else? I really don't want this madness. Kills your abilities. I mean, maybe I roll the dice and I just commit 2 here, and I'll commit Miguel. So we get 3, 4. So if I get 4 or better, technically 3 or better, I could pass. And I do hit 3. So that gets us to 7. We have to spend Mikra's aid to get there and pass it. We gain some sand honey, and we do not fail, which is the most important part. So that is dealt with, done and done. We're going to spend 1 time to move, and we're going to spend 2 to explore here a little bit. The question is it 24 or 75 first? Let's see. This last time we went high first. Let's go low first with 24. What do you know? It's another wandering encounter. All right, let's see what we can do. All right, looking around. We do have a new adventure card that's going to help us with this here. We get another adventure card. So craft skill checks are a strength at this point. Looks like free quest card, another skill check on Moxie for a quest card, another adventure card over here. Oh, and there's lots of quest cards here. There's lots of quest cards that we could always come back and pick up. That's the one thing I don't really think about, is coming back through and going to the encounter once again. I have a hard time not wanting all of these adventure cards. I'll say that. So steal a monster fang. That sounds a whole lot like a new weapon. Or a new adventure combat card. Unfortunately, we don't have any cunning to equip. So that makes Ed have to go. And then it's nobody else has multiple cunning. And it really is only Jessie. Turn start, she lost a health, by the way. We can put Jessie up here as well. That gets us to only 3. And we have no way to boost at this point. So do we commit more? Do we commit Claire as well to get to 4 and hope we pass? Or wing it and then just take the 6 hit? Because I could go over here for this quest card here and here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And where does Miguel go? Get some health, talk to a scholar, talk to the weeping man, eavesdrop on some travelers. I'd already talked about being able to easily pass this craft skill. Maybe I need to rethink this, because I do have the mining tools, which gives me 2. If I were to put Jessie there instead, and then Miguel up here on cunning, that could do it. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're doing. All right, so Jessie, she already has 2. This is going to be an auto pass here for me. We get 3 more, so I don't even have to spend the adventure card. I can save it for a strength check. This is good. We do get adventure card 24. Love adventure cards. Love them. Combat. All right, pickled roots. We can trade whiskey and og root. Wow, this is kind of big. Although whiskey is fairly rare in my first play, but 8 hearts can remove a, what is this called? Remove weakness, which is great, and gives 2 stamina. So that is a good one to have in the arsenal of adventure cards. So I'll take that. We have to spend a stamina for Jessie. We'll put her back here. We do have to spend one for everyone, in fact. So let's do that before we forget. And you rules hawks get me. All right, so here we need 7 moxie. We have 2, 3, 4. We need a 3. We get a 1. So that is a fail. I don't have anything to boost it. Nothing. I don't have any moxie cards to boost that either. So we fail it. And that is 5 hearts. And, you know, poor Miguel, he's going to take 3 of them. I think I was at 10, 1 and 1. Yeah, we just, you know, I like picking the one character and just kind of beating up on him a little bit. Not entirely sure why. We do have cunning though. And we have 1, 2, 3. This could be another hit here that we don't love to take. We need a fate of 4 and we get 1. Or I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I wasn't even thinking. Why was I looking at the card symbol before? We got a fate of 5. We did not fail that. This last one, we didn't fail either of them, in fact. Oh my gosh. All right. So, you know, Miguel, you get some health back because we had 1, 2, 3 plus 7 on this one. And then we have 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is good. And we get adventure card 63. This is Steal a Monster Fang. So hopefully we get a new combat card. We've already gotten one really overpowered combat card, I think. We'll have to see once we get in battle and hopefully we draw it. But 63 is, oh, that's a quest. Yes, it's an adventure combat card. 2 damage, 2 dice rolls, plus 2 damage versus supernatural. I didn't know that there was designations of supernatural, so that's interesting. The synergy token is 2 block and remove 1 threat. So that could be good. Dice, I think there's a 33% chance you actually get misses, -1s on those. So I don't always love the cards that force dice on you, but what are you going to do? All right, we are here already. So we might as well go up to 75 and spend our last 2 time here to check out 75. What do you think?
You can hardly see the faces of the guards above their twisted blue scarves. They stand beside the torchlit cave, spears in hand. As you approach, they point their weapons at you.
Do you serve King Trucian?
One of them demands. Do you A? Tell him yes, of course you serve the king. B? Tell him you do not serve the king. Or C? Tell him you are friends with Nuruk.
So we do have one checked off for King Tusium. We also have a quest that I think will get us 2. So the question is, do we double down there and keep moving in that direction and tell him yes? The question is that it will looks like it leads to combat. I can see it right there. Or tell him you do not serve the king, or tell him you're friends of Nuruk. Do we have passage? We do not have passage. We're going to go with A.
Then come in.
They lead you down a hall cut into the mountain. The air grows cooler. Suddenly, a trap door opens in the floor, and you tumble into a dark chamber. The guards look down at you.
King Trucian must be destroyed by any means. You chose the wrong side.
Something growls in the darkness.
All right, I knew what I was getting myself into. We're gonna fight it out here. We have a combat 26, 27, 28. That's 3 of them, and we cannot run from it. Let's see what we get here. All right, we gotta shuffle these up a little bit, and then whoa, a Tundra Raptor with the Alpha in the middle. Okay, well, here we go. This is what we got to deal with. There's a decent amount of health. They need to be set up here. So for every blue threat, they get a threat. And for every threat they have on counterattack, they do damage. So we have 2 threat here. And each time they survive a round of 4 combat cards, we then replenish threat up to what's still uncovered. The other things to take a look at are Tundra Raptor both have oh gosh. So they're going to make characters lose stamina, which we can camp after that. That's not the end of the world. Basically, every hourglass at the end of playing 4 cards or 1 round of combat, those will activate. The other things, though, that I am a little bit worried about here are the status effects. That chicken right there stops somebody from attacking, which we can deal with that once. But then after that, you can only play a certain number of combat cards relative to the number of players that are available to attack. And then there's also the weakness, which gives us -2 skill, which we're not doing any skill checks right now, but in the future we'll want to remove those. And I think we do have a card to help us remove 1 now. Yeah, but we'll have to spend our whiskey to do it. So that's the tricky part. This is the tough part. Basically what we do now is we need a deck of at least 14 cards. You start with 14. We've gained 2 more powerful weapons, and we have 14, so we can remove some less powerful cards. I won't waste your time. I'll knock some out. This one, moving 1 that gives us a boost on cunning. No, Ed could use that. The whip is kind of lame. I like stuff that removes threat. All right, I'm gonna remove this one, and I'm gonna remove whip and take that card that gives a cunning boost because I can use that with Ed. And then we also get our other cards, and we can basically draw 5 and spend 4 of them a turn and just keep rinsing and repeating. Every time we attack one of these guys, they counterattack. So we need block. We've got to get rid of threat to minimize that counterattack. And then you're balancing that with all of these other symbols that do other bad stuff. It's quite a fun little puzzle. All right, we have 5 here. All right, so we've got machete. We've got Taunt, we've got Ice Blade, which is our new kind of overpowered card, Hidden Strike, and Baseball Bat. Let's see what we're gonna do. All right, so first and foremost, let's look at the ones that have a boost based upon skills, and the Cunning card's gonna go to Ed because he has the most Cunning. The question is, can I actually boost his Cunning now? I don't have a Cunning ability card, so no, I cannot. It's fine. So we'll let him use that. And I like to dole these out before just to kind of get a better idea. And we'll give the Ice Blade to Claire for reasons and things. Not entirely sure. We want to get threat off, so we'll put that there. Otherwise, I don't really have a reason as to why I'm putting anything anywhere. And then this one gets a block. So we'll hold on and we'll put Azarius there. I mean, the health is all kind of the same everywhere, so that's not really a consideration. All right, we'll just kind of go down the line here. I guess maybe not. Maybe we will activate these sort of out of order. We'll go with Claire first and Ice Blade. Our target is going to be, the Raptor Alpha, and we're going to go ahead and take the 2 threat, and we have to roll. But we will roll here. -1, that sucks. So we only do 2 damage, and I am going to, and half of it has to stay on the same target. This has allies deal 1 damage, so we're gonna start off here. It has no block. 1, 2. Typically, if you have a kind of a higher roll, you can activate splash damage, and only the Tundra Raptor will attack. Question now is, do I want to use an adventure card to block? Nothing's critical at this point. So I'm gonna hold off because you never know when you're actually gonna need that block. So she's just gonna take 2 damage on that counter attack there, and this card is done. Well, I guess we'll just turn it over so we know that. All right, so let's just do Ed. So he has 2 Cunning, that's 3 damage total, and he can remove. So I'm gonna target Tundra Raptor, get rid of a threat, and we can do 1, 2, because that heart is a value of 1, and then 3, so it doesn't regain at least 1 threat here. There is a counter attack of 3, and we're just gonna let him take 3 damage. There is no synergy token, although we did just get 2 synergy tokens because we covered those 2. So now I have to assign synergy tokens. Here, we'll give 1 to Azarius, and we'll give 1 to Claire to use in a future round. All right, so we're gonna go 1, 2. So here with Miguel, it doesn't, now he can take off threat with this Tundra Raptor, but he only does 2 damage. And the tricky part there is I have to go adjacent, and I can certainly cover this up where a character loses 1 stamina, but I can't go to either of those 2 unless, of course, I use a torch. And I don't want to use my torch right now. It's not that critical. So before we have to make that decision, we're going to do Jesse, and we're gonna target Tundra Raptor and hope we roll 3. Oh, -1 again. Damn, that sucks. Well, all we do is 1, so there's that. It counterattacks for 3. I have 1 block, and then I can spend a synergy token for another block, so he does 1 damage. So I think we're gonna have to go. Yeah, I mean, these aren't real heavy attacking cards, so you know you're kind of stymied a little bit when the health spots are 2 or above and most of your attacks are still sitting at 2. I can't do a lot. So no matter what, I'm kind of looking at somebody being frightened, meaning they can't attack next time, or I work over here on this side, which I think I might have to. So I'm gonna have Miguel attack Tundra Raptor here. He removes a threat. He does 2 damage and has a block. So he's going to do here. I really don't want to take that -2 skills weakness. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. The counter attack is for 3. He blocks 1 and he's going to go down 2. That's that. These adventure cards are all spent. We may reshuffle them. Oops. We'll put those over here. And before we forget, we'll deal out another 4 to ourselves. I see the number on the back of the adventure combat card that we just drew, so I do know we got one of our special weapons here. Okay, so now we deal with adding threat back. So this one still has 1 open, so adds threat. This one still has 1 open, adds threat, and makes somebody frightened. And we're gonna make poor Miguel frightened. He's scared. He cannot attack now. So we have to get that covered this time around. Otherwise, then we're really hobbled and we can't play our 4 cards. So that's a little bit tricky here. And then we have 2 that go to this Tundra Raptor. That's 5 counterattack there. So we're hoping we get some card to deal with some of that threat. And let's see, 1 character loses a stamina. We'll make it poor Miguel once again. Now we're up here. We have a machete. We've got a pistol. That's big damage. We've got double punch, which we want to, I already know wants to go on Azarius because he has 3 strength. It's a strength scaling attack. We get our Fang. We're going to see if those dice are any better for us this time around. Although, if Azarius, or we definitely want to put that on Claire because she has the synergy token, and that is a big synergy power. So we like that. We're going to have Ed take 1 for the team here. He's gonna go in on that Tundra Raptor first and remove some threat, and we're gonna hold off on this other one and throw pistol out there for Jesse. All right, so I want to prioritize getting rid of some threat, so it's gonna be Ed, and we're gonna go in on this other Tundra Raptor here to the right. So Ed just does a damage, so we can cover this up and get a stamina token. And that stamina token can actually go on Azarius, and he can use that in the next turn. So that is good. He also removes 2 threats, so the counterattack is only 3. So that's good. We are going to use this time, though, an adventure card. We're going to start being a little protective. We're going to use Lucran Gloves. We're going to block all 3 of that damage. We'll go ahead and discard that. So that's good. That is done. So we want to try to continue to get rid of some threat here. We're going to use the Hectoron Fang. I can get rid of 1. I really would like to take something out here. So I'm going to go for the Alpha. We might get some splash damage if we can get a couple of lucky rolls. Please no -2. I have to roll this twice. 0. Okay, we're still sitting at a base damage of 2. And this is not supernatural, as I don't see anything that says supernatural on here, so it's not going to do any extra damage. Please, not a -1. Dude, these dice. It's not even, there's only a 1 chance. I keep rolling -1. That really sucks. All right, so we'll get rid of the synergy to activate that synergy ability. We only do 1 damage. That is brutally awful. I have to get rid of this frightened. We do get rid of this, and we block both damage coming back at us. So that's a benefit there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go big. We're going to throw a pistol out there and see if we can. Now we're going to double punch first. We're going to double punch this raptor, and we're going to discard the synergy token to also get rid of one of their threat. We have 0 base plus strength, which is 3 here. Can I add to it? I could, but I have to pay 3 cards because I already have one equipped. And I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to pay these 3 cards right here. We're going to equip another strength. And this is that cool one I was talking about. If the enemy deals 4 damage, which won't happen this turn, it can counterattack for 1, which can be super helpful. So now we have a base damage of 4, and we're going to roll -1 probably. Let's go. Let's go. 6. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so now we have a little bit of a conundrum here. We could go 6 and hit all of those 3, or we can hit 5 and waste 1 essentially if we want to cover that threat. I'm fine with not covering the threat. It's only 1. It's going to add to a 4 base counterattack, so I'm fine with it. It is going to counterattack for 3 on Azarius, and we might as well just spend... Yeah, we're going to spend Hooded Coat here for 2 block, so he only takes 1. All right, now the question is, we have to go with 4 base here at the Tundra Raptor. That's what we're going to do. So Pistol, Tundra Raptor Alpha, we're going to roll. Hey, there we go. That's a 5. And that can cover this entire bottom row. So we'll take it. So we are knowingly giving up another stamina because that is uncovered here. And we are now at the end of all of the attacks. But we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're grinding away. We did get 1 synergy token. Did we get 1 here? We got 1. I forgot about that. We have 2 synergy tokens to deal out. We'll just give them to Claire and Azarius again. We'll say Azarius is from Jesse's and Claire is from Azarius's attack. So that's that. That takes care of those. Those are discarded. Keep on keeping on. We still can't attack with Miguel, so we got to be a little bit careful. We will draw the next 4 combat cards, and we have Machete, another pistol, Mad Charge, which we already know needs to go to Claire because of the Moxie scaling, Disorient, which will take out some threat, and then Wrench, which we'll get there in a second. I forgot already to go through and deal with adding threat. There's no threat here, no immediate things happening. We kind of neutralized the Alpha. We do have to add a threat here, and somebody has to lose a stamina, which we'll take it from Ed for no reason, just because, just to keep it moving. All right, so now here we go. The question is there any way to end it this round? I don't think so. And I think we were playing normal difficulty, but like the harder difficulties, you actually take a bunch of damage if my memory serves. If you get through the full deck and have to reshuffle, which we're about to reshuffle here pretty soon. Let's see, we have stamina tokens, which makes a ton of sense here for Claire. That I didn't even see that. That's going to be big time damage. So we're definitely going to want to attack this one with her. The other big damage cards we have right now, I can soften the blow, or I can just go all damage and just deal with all of that threat. Or I can use this Disorient to take off some of the threat, which would probably be the smart thing to do, if we're honest. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. Okay, so Ed is going to attack Tundra Raptor. We're gonna soften it up, take out the threat. It comes back with 2, we block 1, that's done. All right, now we're going to have Claire hit. So Claire's gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then discard this synergy token for 6. We also have a block, so we're going to do 6 damage here. Yeah, I guess I could do some splash here, which would make a lot of sense. So that's what I'm gonna actually do. I'm gonna spend 4, and then the remaining 2 is gonna go over to Alpha. We do get a synergy token to give to, I don't know. We'll give it to Jesse. Okay, so that counter attacks for 2. We block 1, so we get hit for 1. I could do an extra damage. Does that do much for us? Not really. Okay, I didn't give all the cards out. What am I thinking? Okay, so now we are going to, who do we want to take out? We're going to have to take a hit here on Tundra Raptor. That's going to do 4 damage, which allows me to do an extra damage, which actually won't matter. But anyways, Wrench on the left Tundra Raptor. We get a 1, so that does 4 And actually, I would get +1 damage because we do have 2 craft skills on him. None of that matters. We take that one out completely. And you know what? I think we're going to, I guess, depending on what we roll, we probably want to go to this right Tundra Raptor for the pistol in case we roll a big number and we can use it all. Hey, we do roll a big number. That's 7. That's going to take that sucker out. I like that. We will take the 2 damage before I forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we did the 6. That one's gone. We already took the damage there. So that's it. All we have left is this one. So we do have to reshuffle. There is no end of round things to take care of. There's no hourglasses or threat token showing. So this should be sort of anticlimactic. We'll draw our last combat card and draw 3 more, and this should do it. Question is, who's going to take the damage? Do we have a big? We just have to do 3 guaranteed. We're going to go ahead. We don't have Whirlwind Wrench. I'm trying to think of something that's going to block, but it doesn't really matter. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 damage, base damage. That takes care of that raptor. It still does counterattack even when you take them out. So with counterattacks with 2, we take 1 because we have 1 block, and that ends it. That takes care of it all. Hey, first combat encounter taken care of. It wasn't particularly challenging. Some of these get really, really thinky. They get pretty difficult. We'll worry about healing and all that stuff later. I was getting some pretty bad rolls there in the beginning, but roll luck came back around. We had some pretty big hits there. All right, and all you do is just go put them back in order, and then we have to listen to the resolution. All right.
You wander through the damp, dark caves for hours, finally crawling to the cold surface.
Interesting. All right, so that's actually a major boon for us. 74.5. We gain some rare resources here, and we're going to have to take note and see if we can complete our first totem yet. So we get the Gurgan Leaf, we get a Tundra Berry, all great stuff here. We get 1 meat. Meat is always useful, always welcomed. Cross off location 75. Move to location 32 on map 10. Oh, interesting. We're just like transporting. Very interesting. We do also mark 1 more box here on the King Trusium track. Honestly don't know what that's going to get us, but we're going to keep going down it. Location 75 and then go to map 10. Well, that kind of sucks. We go all the way back over here. Means we just got to spend more time to get back across where we were going. But yeah, we come up back on 32 over here. We were over there and we're trying to go that way. So we're just going to go right back through. We're about out at my time here. Maybe we'll go and explore 1 more before we end the episode, but that was the end of our time. Oh, that's what we're going to look at. We're going to look to see what we need here. So this one, we need 3 of the flowers, which we don't have. We don't have any of the fire crystal. We only have 1 flower, so that one doesn't work. So all of these totems aren't ready. None of them are ready to be taken care of. We once again have this plane thing. We're about to kill our plane. 1 more. I think this is an auto. Yeah. Plane goes down 1 more, and that is just upkeeping the damn event down there. Some of the other events did this in my first playthrough, but as soon as it took 1 damage, it's discarded. This one is just perpetual. Oh, so now we came back over here. Since we're over here, do we just run up to 45 up here? I think we might do that, and then we deal with all of Stormlock City on this next time. I totally thought we'd get there this time around, but it's just the way it goes sometimes in this game. All right, so we have to start off by drawing. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a real good card. This strength, you get to deal 1 extra damage each time. It does cost 4 cards to equip. We'll have to keep that one in mind, and then we do have to deal with this event here. Oh, at the start of the turn, we got to do 1 damage to Jesse, and we also have to remember here, and we're running out of stamina, that Miguel is frightened, so we'll have to deal with that eventually. But event, oh, a new one. I haven't seen this one. Ambrosia the cat. Jesse finds a lost cat, and the cat decided to adopt her. This event card is active until the end of the current campaign. Place the card beneath Jesse's board so that only the skill below is visible. Treat this as an equipped ability. That is sweet. Not often do you get good things going on these event cards. I love that. I got a little cat partner. That's sweet. All right, so before we go, we're going to go ahead and camp 2 health on everyone. You know what I continue to forget is let's spend these adventure cards. I will spend one that spends a meat to pump up some health, so gain 3 health there. I gain 2 health here, and I'm not going to use that card. So we'll recollect our adventure cards once again. That is all good. And then we get our stamina tokens back. Oh, you know what? Last time we camped, I forgot to cross off the camp. So we're going to cross off 2 this time around. All stamina's back, and we got to cross off 2 camps. All right, still plenty of camps, plenty of exploration to go, and we're going to start moving. So we need to move 1-2 time, and then we're going to go 1-2. Now, this looks kind of like a graveyard. This might be a battle again. We might get another battle here in this. We will see. So we're going to 45.
In a wide circle of engraved pillars, a litter of bones and skulls crunch under your feet. A sick feeling fills your stomach, sinking down to your toes.
What is this place?
Whispers Jesse.
Did that skull move?
There's a rattle, and then something crawls along the dirt. A skeletal hand covered in bits of gray tissue. You back away as gather together, building themselves into a hideous monster of ribs and rotting flesh. One large skull makes the head, with sharpened teeth and glowing eyes.
We may be in trouble here. All right, so we have a Moxie 13. We don't want to gain Frightened and Madness, which it looks like we're about to go into a boss fight. We need this Moxie check. So everyone's going in. Everyone that has Moxie. We can't afford not to. We already have a Frightened here. In fact, I may have to spend 2 to. Oh, I can't. You can't even get rid of Frightened. I don't even have a way to actually purge Frightened right now. All right, so Moxie, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no. Is there any way to even get this? I can only boost by 1. I would honestly need a miracle to pass this. Whatever, we're gonna try it. We're going for the miracle. So we technically have 8 if we use Mikra's aid. That means we need a 5. Our fate is in that card right there. Going into a boss fight with an extra Frightened and Madness sucks. Okay, let's see. Let's go! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Those are the moments I love. I love the drama in this game. We have a success in 7, 6, 7, 14. So we don't even have to use this. That is good. Let's go to 14. 45.1 now and see where we go with this.
Says the skeleton, spewing a gust of rotten breath.
Have you come to sacrifice to the great god Thrak, king of rot, and the endless ravages of time?
Azarius stands firm.
You're not Thrak. What are you?
I am a servant of Thrak, placed here many eons ago. Sacrificed to be destroyed.
Do you A, give the creature some meat, B, fight the loathsome monster, or C, trick the monster into letting you go?
Okay, well, on one hand, I don't feel ready to fight a boss. We've gotten hardly any upgrades here. We've gotten 2 adventure card upgrades. I think it might make a lot of sense to give him... Do we even have 2 meat? We don't even have 2 meat, so we can't even do that. Oh, I guess we're gonna fight him. A cunning check. I only have the possibility of boosting 1 cunning, and we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not gonna hit that. There's gonna be 16 health. That's gonna be really hard to deal with. Fuck it. Let's go beat this boss's ass. Let's do it. Turn the boss 4 on the next page. Let's see what we're gonna do. Oh, all right. So this is not Thrak. When they mentioned Thrak, I remember that name, and that's because we have a keyword in Feathers where that was the Raven lady we met, and she wants us to help her defeat the god Thrak. It didn't mention Feather at all, and it mentioned this was not Thrak. This is the Abomination, boss number 4. Oh, this is going to be fun. All right, so this is tricky here. Bosses So we can run from this at the end of an enemy phase. Some things to think about here are the chicken or frightened symbol. That's going to put us down to playing 3 cards because we already have a frightened. We do have a whiskey which will cure being frightened. So there's that. We got to put the threat out. So 4 on the body, 4 here on the arms. Lots of threat to deal with. There's poison. People are going to get poisoned. We may have to pull out all the stops here. Now, we have to really think a lot about priority here. Oh, poison's priority. Really getting rid of these status effects as early as possible. But also at the same time, the thing's going to get so incredibly overpowered if we don't deal with all of these threat tokens here. Well, this is hard. So I know for a fact, so we have lots of threat. We want to make sure that we take care of threat. So keep anything that's going to get rid of threat basically has to be in the deck. Something that's going to boost core damage is great. Big damage, guns is great. This is 1+ damage if Jesse. So I think that's it. I think I'm going with everything but whirlwind hit and machete. So we're not using those. We're going to shuffle this up and we're going to draw a 5 and go after it. We just did it. I wanted to get some combat in this episode. We're doing it. This is it. I don't feel that great about it, but I think we can push through. All right, so we have 5 cards here. Oh boy. All right, so an easy one to dole out here is Mad Charge because of that Moxie boost. Actually, before we get going, is there anything that's going to help us? So I think we have a Strength boost card, and that would take us... Do we even have it out yet? No, we don't even have it out yet. Yes, we do. So this is going to Azarius. However, in order to equip this, we would need to get rid of 6, and we don't have it. So we can't even equip that. We can equip this Moxie here, which would then allow us to use a token to get rid of a Frightened. And that's only going to cost us 1. So we're going to get rid of this. All right. We are going to equip that, boost us up here a little bit. And we can also start to look at some of these abilities that our characters have in getting rid of stamina, but there's only so much you can do. All right, Miguel can't attack, so we have to... Is this thing supernatural? This thing looks supernatural. That's this hectacaron thing. If it's supernatural, it's +2 damage. That thing looks supernatural, but I don't know. I gotta look that up. So it says it would be next to its level, and this is level 10. It doesn't say supernatural, so I don't get any sort of boost here. We do want to take out some threat, so we're gonna let Ed Loud do that, and then we're gonna throw a pistol over here. Oh, I forgot to get rid of the synergy tokens. Those have to come off each and every time. And we are in a new combat. All right, so it makes a lot of sense to disorient first here and take 3 threat off, leave 1, base tack 2 +1. He blocks 1, so we take 2 block. That's that. So now we can go in, I guess. Why did I go to the body first is my question. Do I undo that and go to the head first? No, I'm gonna go to the body. I'm gonna get rid of some of this stuff. Okay, I'm going to attack the body a couple times and then I'm gonna go up top as well. So it would make a lot of sense to do pistol, and we're gonna go for the body here. So it's 4 +1, so we have 5 to dole out, and let's see how this works. So 1, 2, this does get a synergy if we do that. 3, 4, 5. Then we're down to 1 threat icon. Ooh, I guess I'm gonna take synergy. I'm gonna give synergy to Claire. All right, let's go Claire. So Claire's up to 4 base plus the 1 because of the Moxie. She's got 4 Moxie, and that's 5. We can discard this for 7 and then 1 block. So I'm gonna go up top, and right here in the head, I'm not getting rid of any of that, so I have to deal with 4 coming back at me, but I do have 7 to play with here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that how I want to spend those? Or I get rid of that? Possibly. I think that feels okay, and then I have this big cluster of damage to deal with later on. That feels good. 2 base plus 2 threat. I block 1, so that's 3 damage. Okay, so that's done. Now we're down to our last attack here. I think. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 base plus this roll. So let's just take care. Well, before I do that, I have to declare a target. Is it going to be in the center here? We're going to have to deal with that. We're going to have to take 6 damage. Although he can do 1 more if he takes 4. We're going to do it. We're going to go sacrifice ourselves a little bit and go for the arms. Let's roll big. Let's roll big. We need a 3 here. Come on. Come on. Dang it. Not on my side today. So base of 4 is reduced to 3, unfortunately. That really, really sucks. I hate dice cards. I really hate the cards that have the dice rolls in them. I know I just cheered a 3 in this last encounter, but man, that's like honestly really hard to swallow. So we're down to 3 here. How do we want to deal with this? So we have poisons. Oh, it has a block too. I didn't even see that. So it's really 2. So we really just have to deal here and here to get rid of that block, get rid of one of the threat. This thing's going to be freaking insane. Although he is going to take 4 damage. So if he deals 4 plus damage, I'm going to block 3 of it, we'll say. It's doing 6, so I still have to let it do 4. I'm going to use my block 2 card there. So we'll discard that. So the base damage is 4. So I do get 1 more hit on them. How do I want to distribute this? Like this? Or do we do this again and just deal with the block to get rid of a couple threat? That feels like that might be the move, but I don't get synergy like that. Could do this. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take the synergy and I'll give synergy to Clary. So he does take the 4 damage. Do I want to get rid of the rope to get rid of 2 threat here? I am gonna activate that ability. Oh, and I get a block here, but then I won't get the extra damage because they wouldn't have done 4 damage to me. So I'm just gonna discard the rope. This might be dumb. I don't know. But I'm gonna do that to get rid of 2 threat here now after the fact. I won't do it before, so I will still take that damage. It's probably dumb to get an extra damage out there, but I don't know. That's what we're gonna do. All right, so that is that. That's everything. And I think I just threw a lot of really good cards at this abomination here. So that kind of sucks. Now we have to deal with the aftermath here, which is 1 threat, 3 threat, and then none up top. We have 2 are gonna get poisoned, which we're gonna poison poor Miguel and father-in-law Ed here. Keep it thematic. And so we got that taken care of. We got the threat taken care of. There is a weakness, which kind of sucks. It's -2 to any skills. I don't want to give that to anybody that I'm going to use to boost. Poor Miguel. He's frightened, he's poisoned, and he's weakened. Poor guy. You know, poor guy. My thumbnail on the first video was, will Miguel survive? I'm thinking the same thing right now. All right, we had 1 card. We got to get deal 4 now. We have to deal with a ton of threat sitting here in the arms. I think that's got to be our mainstay here. All right, so we have a card that is buffed by crafting. So that could be Jesse. Another skill that is buffed by perception here. Nobody has, oh no, Jesse has 2 perception, so we can have Azarius deal that, because I need at least 2 craft skill here to get an extra damage, and this one I have 2 perception. We did get we have a little cat that's helping us out, so that's cool. We will use the Hecaton weapon this time, and probably have to buy us, really want to try to get Ed a synergy token. If at all possible. Oh, I've got good synergies everywhere. The only synergy that I don't have is Azarius. I don't have any more rope to get rid of. Dealing with those arms is going to be really tricky, but I have to get in there. I don't have a lot of great avenues for splash, which is where I start in one area and go to the other. Oh. So Azarius is going to go first. I have to roll the fateful dice. Where am I going with it? All right, I'm not worried at all about the head at this point. I'm barely worried. I'd like to get that weakness symbol taken care of in the body, but the arms are where it's at. So it probably makes a lot of sense to go Ed, but Ed's gonna take 2, 4, 6 damage to do it. That's not the best, but it could take that 1 poison symbol out over there. Oh, you know what? When I camped, I forgot about this. When I camped, I could have healed a status. So I retroactively, the only status that we had at the time was Miguel being frightened, by the way, because I'm trying to think about how much poison I can actually take on at this point. I can only heal 1 when I camp next. All right, we're gonna have Ed go. We're gonna have Ed use the 3 block to try to do this. So Ed's gonna go. We're gonna take off 2 threat. He's still sitting there for 4. We're gonna discard this one, so he only gets hit 1 because of the adventure card, Lucran Gloves. So we just discarded. Ed is done. So now we have to go in and we need to try to hit some synergy tokens. We actually have one here, so we could actually go right now. Oh, let's roll twice. 2 3s, 2 3s. Okay, we got a 2. That's good. That's good. 1. We're going in the middle, by the way. So I forgot to call that out. So that's 3, 4, 5. Plus we get to get rid of, we have 2 block and get rid of 1 threat. So we'll discard the synergy, get rid of a threat. And now we have 5 to deal with. We could discard a token to get to 6. We'll see if it makes sense to do so. All right, so we could go 1, 2, could do this whole section here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and get a synergy. Kind of sucks because we have this left. Maybe we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a possibility. We get rid of the poison. We get a synergy that we can then use. We want a synergy for Jesse, but we still have Azarius to go. Or we can start cleaning up around here. This is where it starts to get real tricky. All right, I'm just going to take care of this part of the arms here, and it's smart to do this. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we still have that 1 open there. We do get the synergy token that we can give to Jesse to be able to use this turn. So that feels fine. And what do we block coming back at us? 3's coming at us. We have 2 blocks, so we take 1. Actually, you know what? We are going to discard a stamina to do an extra damage as per the battle cry. So that's good. So we don't have to worry about that open square there. And we did block 2 of the 3, so 2 base plus the 1 threat. So we go down 1. Okay, that is the Hectorian Fang. Remember, that's one that we found out in Adventure. That's a pretty cool card. All right, we're gonna do, probably now that we have the synergy token, it makes sense to go here. So we have a base of 2 plus 2 because of the 2 perception symbols that she has. And then we're going to discard. So I guess we're gonna go center again, trying to get rid of these. Yeah, we're gonna go center again. Oh, let's see, but she's doing 4. I really need 5. Can I discard anything? Do I have a perception? I do, and I could actually equip it. Oh no, I can't because she already has one. I don't have enough cards. But I could discard it for a boost, which I'm going to do to be able to hit 5. And that's important because I want to be able to hit this heart, 3, 4, 5, to take care of this entire row and get another synergy. So those are taken care of. We're getting rid of this here. We did discard her synergy, so we get to take away the threat. She's going to take 2 base damage. We're going to discard. Well, another thing we keep forgetting is we probably should have a couple more ropes. Every time we camp, we should be getting a rope from her ability. We're going to discard for 2 block her stamina. So we're not going to take anything here. All right, so now the question is, do I go down low now that we have the arms controlled a little bit to take care of that symbol, which is probably the smart thing to do. We have 3 damage plus 1 because we have 2 or more of the craft skill. Now we have to roll the dice. Come on, we're going center. So plus 1. So 3 plus 1 plus 1 equals 5 if my arithmetic is correct. So we could go 3, 4, 5 and get another synergy token. Did we take it last time? We should have gotten a synergy token, which we'll give to Claire. How do we want to do this? 2, 3, 4, 5. I could do that. Maybe that's the best move, is to take care of this 2 and then 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's all of them. That's the round. I think we're doing okay. I think we got this. Hopefully we get some awesome rewards after this one. That's what I like. I like rewards. I like loot. All right, so before I draw anymore, let's deal with what we have to deal with. So we didn't take... No, I forgot I was going to go at the bottom, but then I declared center. Oh, well. We are going to have to take, that hurts us a little bit, another weakness, which we're going to give to, probably Ed, because he has no skills. No offense, Ed. Just haven't upgraded you whatsoever. That is everything. There's no threat up here. There's 1 threat here, and there's 1 threat here. So we're in control up to an extent. And then we do it again. Okay. All right, so we do have... Do I want to give weakened to Ed? Because now I need his skills. That's not good. Maybe I won't use that card. Oh, I've got a lot of weak cards here. Well, this is extra damage with Jesse. Do I want to weaken anyone else? I've already weakened poor Miguel. Can I weaken Miguel twice? Probably not. Probably not. That sucks. Well, I can't remember. Should I have gotten another synergy token? I might have missed a synergy token, but we'll make it harder on ourselves and not retroactively go back. Maybe what we do is we have Miguel. This isn't self. He can spend 2 stamina to heal a weakened off his father-in-law. He's trying to kiss up before he has to go marry the daughter. So he's going to heal Ed. That thematically makes a ton of sense. So that goes there. Freaking Ice Blade. Let's go. And synergy. And then we'll go here. All right. I want to prioritize getting rid of threat here so I can get rid of, I'm going to go to the body and I'm going to get rid of 2 plus get rid of the synergy to get rid of 1 more. So we're down to 1 threat here. So base damage of 2 plus the 1. So that's 3 coming back at me. Let's roll another 3. I need some luck here. I need some luck. Come on. It's 4. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to be okay. We're going to be fine. Whoa. We're going to be okay. But I have 4 to spend here down low. 1, 2, 3, 4 is how we're going to do it. Take care of that corner. Okay. Ice Blade is down. Now let's do, we have some synergy stuff here, which we'll deal with. So let's do Hidden Strike first. The question is, do I want to go down low again? He does get an extra block. If an enemy does 4 damage, which we're not to 4. He's only going to do 2. What can I do for 2? I really want to get rid of that weakness icon, but it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Nothing makes a lot of sense for 2 damage at this point, other than just taking out one of the 2 hearts. So that's what I'm going to do. There's the target. We're going to take away the threat. We're going to do the 2 damage to take away this heart. He gets 2 blocks of the 2 coming back at him. No go. This is fine. All right, we're going to keep working this body here. 1 plus 2. So he's 3. I could discard 1 stamina for 1 more. Does that make sense? So Ed has the ability of discarding stamina for either a strength or a cunning. This is 1 plus cunning. So we're sitting at a base damage of 3. Oh, or do I want to go up in the middle to take care of that token? That's what I'm going to do. We're going to go for the arms and just deal with another weakness possibly. Oh, I don't want to do that. All right, I'm not going to discard yet. I'm going to go down to the body. We're going to forego getting rid of the threat. And we're just going to do our base 3. Our base 3 is here. Get rid of that so we don't have to take another status token. Those are just a pain in the butt to get off. So I'm done with it, and that's it. There. I still haven't gotten, did I get synergy anywhere? I don't think so. So Jesse's just going to do 2 plus hopefully 3. Oh, you know what? I forgot to declare. Let's go center. I had to do that without looking, to be fair. 2, 4 plus 1 more. So it's 5 to the center plus a block. So let's take care of the damage first. She's gonna base damage of 2 plus 1. That's 3. She blocks 1. I could discard a token, and I'm definitely gonna camp after this. So I'm discarding the token for 2 extra blocks. So she's not gonna take anything. And we're 5 to spend up top here. So it could be like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, then 5. It could be 1, 2 here. That's what I think we're gonna do. We're gonna do 1, get a synergy token, which we'll give to Claire. I don't know why I always give stuff to Claire. It's main character energy. 2, and then we're going to take care of that big 3 heart there. All right, and that's all of them. All right, so now let's see. There is nothing left open. There's nothing. So we're good. We just keep chipping away here and dodging some damage. So we have 2. We are going to shuffle. Once again, if we were the higher difficulty, we'd be taking damage now, but we're not. We're normal difficulty. Whew. I honestly, going into this, I didn't know. I didn't know how we would fare here. I think we're going to be okay. You can see this thing is really puzzly. I enjoy it a lot. I really like the puzzle, especially when you get to the bosses and there's just so much to kind of mitigate for. And up top there, we've got a problem. We got a big damage that we need to go with there. So we're obviously, Claire gets Mad Charge again because we have that scaling off of Moxie. We're going to go big damage here with Azarius for now. More big damage with Jesse and Hidden Strike with Ed. Okay, so let's do this. Can we take care of the head now? If so, we're going to have to take some damage to get there. All right, so Ed, what are you going to do? Ed's going to go. And he's just going to do 2 damage with Hidden Strike. We're going to get rid of one of these tokens. He has 1 block, so it's a base of 2 plus 2, so 4 is coming at him. He has 1 block, so he's going to take 3. We're getting down there with him a little bit. All right, so we have a big damage turn coming. We have a base of 5 with Claire, and we need 6 up top. We can discard. We can use the synergy token to get to 7, which we could also take care of the rest of the body. We could shoot the pistol at the head, hoping, I don't know if we get it done this turn. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go Mad Charge head first. We're going to discard the synergy token to take care of it all. So we're doing a base of 1 plus 4 because of the scaling. So we're up to 5, 6, 7. That takes 6 up there. We're using all these tokens here. So the head, we just knocked the head off. Let's go. 4 is coming back at us. We have 1 block. Do we even have any cards left to block in here? No. But what we are going to do is get rid of a meat on this adventure card to heal her. So she takes 3, and then we're going to heal her for 3 with that adventure card. So neutral shot there. Now we got to take care of all of this, and we're done. So here we go. Let's just roll. Azarius is going to the body. All right, 6. Hey, I think we got it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I have to properly use the threat on this card over here. It has 5. I need all of these. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's done there. Okay, so Azarius is up. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 to take them all out. She's at 3. We're at a base damage of 4 because we do have the 2 symbols it's asking for to get the bonus. Unfortunately, if we roll a -1, we've got to do a whole nother round again. Come on. Anything but -1. Got it. So we do 3 and then 1 plus 1 damage if we have 2 or more craft skill, which we have 2. So we do the 4, 2, 3, 4. We got him relatively unscathed. I mean, we took care of a lot of our tokens. We're definitely going to have to camp after this to figure it out. We're definitely going to have to lick our wounds, but I'll take it. I will take it. So we're done. Although I forgot about that. We do get the arms hit us for 3, and I don't have anything else to block. So 1, 2, 3. My bad. It's one thing. It's easy to forget if you're taking out a piece, it still has its counterattack. So you got to remember that. All right, so that is it. This guy is taken care of. And now we have to go to 45.3 and see, did we get any cool loot? I hope so. That was fun. I'm glad we got a regular battle and a boss battle in this episode. This is a much better episode than the first. Hope somebody watches it. Oh, well, if they don't, I'm having fun. I don't care.
You defeat the monster, leaving it in a pile of bones.
That was it. I just realized I was not talking into the microphone. All right, so we got 4 blood flowers, gain quest 25, which was another totem. We need those once again to complete the game. We've got to complete those, so that is good. We got rope, crossed off location 45, and that's it. We're back to the map. We're completely depleted. We probably need to camp. We need to look at our totems here real quick and see. We can complete a totem right now, so maybe we do that really quickly. Spend some of our spoils. So 1, 2, 3 of the blood flowers, 1 little blueberry thing, and 1 little minty leaf thing, and we got it. So a dormant totem that you can rejuvenate at any time by discarding all of those things, which we are discarding now. If you do, place this card into completed quest and get adventure card 6. You know how I like the adventure cards. Oh yeah, we needed that. We are so depleted right now. Tear of Mikra. That gets us 7 health restoration. That is so good. I think that's where we're going to end it here. We actually had an epic episode just on 1 page. I totally had thought that we were going in one direction. Our fate sent us in the other, put us in front of the abomination. We took the abomination out, got a bunch of rare resources, completed one of the totems, got some cool gear. Does it get any better? And if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, all of that stuff. If you want to see this, any more of this, these take a lot of time and work. I really enjoy doing them, but I need to know that somebody is appreciating them. So if you do appreciate it, let me know in the comments. Outside of that, have a great day.